Well, good morning right here at Fabric Queen Tarot. Another day, another beautiful, blessed day with an overall message for you. Let's get started because, boy, I'll tell you what, there's something here you need to hear. Okay? So I'm glad you're here. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee. And you know what? Let's have a little bit of a visit because I know you need a message. It was a long weekend, wasn't it? For some of you, you probably struggled throughout the weekend, okay? Thinking, my God, is this ever going to end? And yet, for some of you, you awakened to something unique, didn't you? You were enlightened, okay? Overall, in a situation with how things actually wound up turning out for the best, right? Right. So let's get into it because we're going to grab the karma cards, and I know there's something more here for you to hear and you need to see here. I'm seeing black crows, okay? So black crows are your ancestors. They're coming back. They got something here to tell you. They are literally coming in, and oh boy, let me tell you here. I feel like they're doing this not just for your sake, but for everybody's sake and concern, to be honest here. Okay, crazy as it is, because you're kind of like, well, why? What's the deal with everybody else, right? Well, let me tell you. I'm picking up Pluto, okay? And I feel like there's this strong overall need to have control, okay? And I feel like that's why your ancestors are coming in, okay? Whether it's for you to gain control or, in essence, there's somebody within your energy that wants control of the situation. And I feel like immediately, I feel like this is going to come and happen really fast because I'm seeing the first house, and I'm not so worried about the first house as much as what I'm hearing 111. Okay, so I feel like this has got to do with you personally. Immediately here, all right? It's the realization, the enlightenment here that somebody wants overall control, whether it's you or somebody in your energy. But I feel like you got to be realistic about this, all right? I feel like there's a lot of hope with regards to your overall situation. I think that's why your ancestors are coming in. And yet there's some wishes here with regards to this too. Maybe they're your wishes. Maybe they're their ancestral wishes. But I'm picking up an obsession. So there's something here. Either you're obsessed with something or somebody else is obsessed with something here. But a lot of this has got to do with the way you project yourself, okay? The way you're putting yourself out there, the things you're displaying here within a situation. And I feel like there's a little bit of concern here, okay? It's like your ancestors are coming in to say, hey, you know what? You over here, we got a little concern here, okay, with regards to what you're doing, all right, the way you're handling the situation. And yet there's a part of this, I feel like your ancestors are doing this for your future, okay? They're coming in because this has all got to do with your future. I feel like there's major decisions coming for you here. And yet I feel like there's going to be a major power struggle, okay? Whether this is within you or having to do with somebody else here. But here's the thing. This is something you're going to have to do on your own, okay? And you probably feel like you need to do it on your own. I feel like this is a situation where right now you're kind of being told to wait, okay? You kind of got to wait until the opportune time because I'm also seeing the masks, okay? It's kind of like the masks are going to be coming off here, all right? Whether you're removing the mask or you triggered somebody to remove the mask, to take that mask off, to reveal their true authentic self here. I do see a divine masculine here also here. And there's some question marks, okay? I see one eyebrow raised wide up like, how dare you ask me to take that mask off, okay? How dare you expect me to be my true authentic self? What you see is what you get. But I feel like you're not one that's going to settle for that, okay? I feel like you're somebody who expects to see the real, true, authentic individual here. And somebody here doesn't want to give that to you. I feel like they feel like they're more content, okay, with regards to, you know what, wearing that mask, all right? I really seriously do. I feel like for those of you who are single, you might be running into somebody that's wearing a mask. For those of you in a relationship, I really truly do feel like overall within this situation, you are dealing with somebody wearing a mask, Okay, this could be an ex, this could be a current overall spouse, this could be a significant other, this could be somebody you've been dating for quite some time here. But I feel like no matter what label you want to put on it, somebody here is wearing a mask. I also see the absence card, so I feel like somebody here is really feeling your absence, okay? They're realizing here you pulled back your energy, okay? You're not putting forth the effort. You're not reaching out here within a situation. Now, I'm also seeing, too, sabotage. So I feel like, you know what? Your ancestors are coming in and stating, you know what? This person just keeps sabotaging everything, okay? Everything they touch, they sabotage. Everything within their overall life, they've been sabotaging. And yet, a lot of this has to do with the fact of the matter behind it. They're wearing a mask. They seriously are. For some of you, there's been a lot of damage, okay, in your previous relationships, in your current relationships here. And right now, I feel like overall, for two people, most importantly here, two are really, really hurting here because of the overall damage that's been done. Because somebody did wear a mask. They couldn't be themselves. Either they weren't allowed to be themselves or they felt overall they could not be themselves. I do see too, though, where somebody felt like they were unappreciated, okay? Like somebody really didn't care, all right? Somebody didn't show them enough attention, enough support, enough compassion to the point that, you know what, they felt the need to want to stick around here. Now, I get it, okay? And I understand it. And I sympathize with it. I mean, if you're in one of these situationships where, you know what, somebody's wearing a mask, they're not being their true selves, it's a little tough, isn't it? It's a little tough to understand them. It's a little tough to trust them, isn't it? Let alone respect them. And at the same time, if somebody here is not being their true authentic self and you've had to put some overall space between the two of you, somebody's bound to feel some absence here, okay? But it's the reality of the situation. If they didn't appreciate you then, what makes you think they're going to appreciate you now? Okay? Seriously. So let's take a little look-see here as to what's new here, though, coming up here. Because for some of you, I do have to tell you, new love is coming into the forefront here. All right? I feel like there's a new person coming in that's going to stir some overall romantic feelings with regards to having feelings for you. And then I'm also picking up some soulmate energy here. So I feel like, you know what? Yes, this is going to be your soulmate. You don't even realize it yet. But the thing of it is, it's you're going through the turmoil, all right, of knowing you can sense this person's gone, but you also know they weren't who they really truly said they were. I do pick up on a lot of laughter here, so I feel like when this new person comes in, they're going to make you laugh, okay? They're going to make you feel overjoyed here. They're going to have you smiling. I'm hearing from ear to ear here, all right? And you might be saying to this person who is always wearing that mask, bye, Felicia, okay? Because, you know what? I don't need this. I want something real. I want something significant. I want somebody who's going to care, okay? And you know what? You're going to be like, I'm out of here. I don't want to settle, okay? You're not an option either, all right? I feel like some of this is going to have a little bit of an effect, okay, with regards to this new love that's coming in for a lot of you here. But keep in mind, you are going to have to detach, okay, from this overall absence of this person that was constantly wearing a mask, okay? You're going to have to detach from the overall damage maybe the two of you here have created within a situationship. But on the home front, with regards to your money and your career, let's kind of see what's happening there, because you know what? It's always intertwined, right? I see the credit repair and I see the hammer and the nail. And I feel like something here is about to happen where it's going to be like the last nail in the coffin here, to the extent that somebody's going to be forced, okay, to literally walk away here, and they're going to have to repair their credit on their own. I also feel like there is going to be a job offer coming in for those of you looking for a job. It is going to be presented. You are going to get that job you applied for. But I'm also seeing you negotiating, all right, Do I think you're going to come to an agreement, something that's going to work for you? Most definitely. Okay. I feel like overall I'm seeing two happy people here. You know what? Working things out here. Okay. You're going to get what you're paid and what you're worth. All right. And I feel like you both can be quite content with that. So I feel like for those of you stepping out of a relationship, being single, looking for that new job offer, yes, you're going to get it, and you're definitely going to get everything that you need. Those of you in a relationship, breaking free here, okay? Because your ancestors seriously are trying to point out to you here, it's time to move on. It's time to create some growth. Live out your dreams here because somebody is wearing a mask and they're being deceitful. Yeah, you are going to get a new position. Help is on its way here. So get ready here, okay? This here is definitely going to help you in more ways than one, okay? You never thought, okay? But what I'm thinking here is, you know what? There's something here you're going to learn, okay? You're going to learn something new with regards to career, money, love. It's going to be a win-win situation for you. It's not just about getting that job or negotiating or repairing your overall credit here. It's about enough is enough, okay? It's time for you to make a commitment to yourself. It's time for you to focus on you here, where it is you want to go, your dreams, your wishes, your hopes. I'm also seeing some budgeting, okay? So I feel like, you know what, there's going to be some balancing out here that you need to do, some budgeting here for the time being. But I feel like things are going to pick up, okay? Honestly, I do feel like things are going to pick up for you in the work and the money sector here. I've got a very good feeling about this. The problem is, you got to remember, you can't be micromanaging everything, okay? So take a close look at what it is you're trying to hold on to, what it is you're trying to manage here, and then take a step back, okay? What is it that you can let go of? What is it that you can stop holding so tightly to here? Because I feel like you're really holding on to a lot of things here. And then when I look at, you know what is it that you need to work on? What is it that you need to heal? I'm seeing clear the karmic weight. Okay, for some of you here, your ancestors are saying, you know what's been weighing you down for so long, it's time to release it. It is time to let it go, okay? I feel like the past still lives in what you haven't faced yet. So I feel like within this situation, there are bits and parts and pieces here with regards to your own personal past you haven't even begun to face. And yet, if you had to name that overall weight, that heavy weight that you've been carrying here, yeah, I think you can name it very clearly here, can't you? You can put a certain name to it. And I'm hearing, go ahead, shout it out, release it, let it go. Because it doesn't serve you anymore, right? It doesn't serve you a purpose, most importantly. Let's get into the regular tarot here because I feel like there's a message in there also for you. You know, this power struggle could very well be within you, all right? And maybe that's why your overall need to control the situation and control the outcome is so dire here, all right? But your ancestors are saying, break free here, okay? Break free from what's weighing you down, what's tying you down here, because in essence, you know what? You got to be doing this for your future. This is about you, all right? Not you doing it for somebody else, but you got to do this for you, is what I'm hearing. And that can be a struggle at times too, especially when you got to wait. I do see the Two of Wands in the reverse here for you too. And I think at times, you know what? Your ancestors kind of look at you like, you know what? There is something here you're being a little bit unrealistic about, okay? Come on, take a look at this. I feel like they're going to be sending you signs. They're going to be showing you things here within this situation. You know what? Little reminders, key things here that you're supposed to focus on. And yeah, this is going to bring out a little bit of sadness within you, but it's the idea to provoke you, to get you to see here clearly what it is you're not seeing. I do see the Five of Wands in the upright position. And I feel like you got to learn to take life as it comes, okay? No matter how much overall struggle is that's being placed in front of you here. But yet I'm also hearing boldness, okay? Let's cut the tension with the overall Knights. Let's be bold. Let's be honest. Let's be blunt here. All right. Because I feel like there's going to be some times here where you feel like, you know what? You are in competition with somebody. Okay. But understand you don't have to compete with anybody here. I do see the Temperance card also in the reverse here. Yeah, and there is going to be a little bit of conflict of interest here, okay? Could be with regards to relationships, could be with regards to work, your career here, most importantly. And I feel a lot of this has to do with somebody being so impatient, okay? Like they have no patience whatsoever at all. It's like somebody's being pushed here, okay? So get ready because I know there's going to be a tower moment coming directly towards you here. This is going to create a lot of upheaval, okay? This is also going to create a reality check because I feel like your foundation here is going to be shaken. There's going to be somewhat of a shift there. I'm also hearing it's necessary. It's time. I think you've been a little bit too comfortable where you're at and what it is that you're doing to the point that they're kind of coming in and disrupting your overall shift. All right. And this is to get you to see something you couldn't see before. The Hierophant, and a lot of this has got to do with your beliefs or somebody else's beliefs here, because somebody is stuck in their limited beliefs, okay? They don't want to open up to anything else. They think they're right only here. But you, on the other hand, you really don't care, okay? You know what? You're not worried about what everybody else thinks. You're not trying to keep up with the Joneses here. You don't want to be like the next door neighbors here. The thing of it is you got your own set of beliefs, no matter how unconventional they actually are here. But here's the thing. Chariot card in reverse. As much as what you try to explain, try to show here within the situation, somebody here doesn't want to see it, okay? Somebody here, you know what, looks at you as being unsuccessful, not an overall success, unfortunately. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of negativity tied to this and some confusion overall when this is all said and done. Keep in mind, though, 9 of Cups. Somebody here is actually just being selfish, okay? Self-centered, selfish, all up in their ego, all up in their pride, stoking it to the max here. And as much as what they're trying to be your friend, they're actually your enemy, okay? Because they too, you know what, are wearing a mask also. So you're about to discover multiple people in your life that are wearing nothing but masks. And I'm hearing it's time to let them go too. Cut them off at the knees is what I heard. Because I also see new worlds here when I look at clarity, all right, with regards to this whole situation. There's many more things, okay, for you to discover. So whatever you do at this point, all right, don't give up, okay? Because for those of you looking for love, yes, new love is coming in, okay? Those of you trying to get out of a situation, you're in a situationship right now. You're looking, waiting, okay, if I get out, am I going to be alone? Is anybody going to come and save me? I'm seeing new love, but the only person that can save you, most importantly, is yourself. But there is soulmate energy here, all right? So keep that in mind, okay? But in the end, you're going to have to take that initiative. This whole thing is right up to you. Your angels are telling me 1221 here. Take the initiative here. Make that decision here. Count your blessings. Acknowledge what you have. And remember, with this whole situation, I do feel like there's some good news coming, okay? Coming directly towards you here. Now, if you're interested, okay, in a private session with me, you can reach out to me at fabricqueentarot@gmail.com. I'll send you a link, and you know what? You can book a session with me. Limited spots available, I will tell you that, so that is very significant. So if you are thinking about, you know what, booking a session with me, you're going to want to do it quickly here because there's not that many spots open yet. So keep that in mind, but definitely have a great day, and I'll be talking to you later. Bye now.